Archangel Michael says something serious is about to happen and your Jesus is commanding you to open this before the next 15 minutes. Beloved child of God, listen carefully and do not turn away from this message, for time is short and the warning is urgent. Archangel Michael has been dispatched with a divine announcement, one that carries the weight of heaven itself. A big event is about to happen in your life. And if you don't pay attention to this message, you might miss the chance to be protected and make progress that is already written into your destiny. Jesus is telling you to keep your heart open and stay with me until the end, because the last revelation will have the shield of light that you need right now more than anything else. Michael, the archangel and guardian of heaven, never speaks in vain. When he moves, whole kingdoms shake. And when he draws his sword, nothing dark can stand. He whispered a secret that has been kept secret for generations, but is now being told to you because you are on the verge of a big change. There is a storm going around, but inside that storm is the breakthrough you have been praying for. You must read this whole message all the way through. The keys to your safety, blessing, and protection are hidden in the flow of it. Think about how heavy the battles going on above your head right now are. There are forces of light and forces of darkness fighting over your future, your peace, your family, and your soul. Recently, you may have felt a heavy feeling. Delays that don't make sense. Sudden fears or even conflicts that don't make sense. I'm not making this up. As a result of this, spiritual warfare is getting closer to you. But there is good news. Heaven's champion has already been sent. Archangel Michael has been told to protect you. Additionally, Jesus has told you to get ready within the next 15 minutes. What's the hurry? Because a very important door in your life is about to open. Your fate is directly linked to the choices you are about to make, the conversations you will have, and the chances that may come up in the next few days. You could walk right into a trap if you don't look around. But if you stay alert, if you hear this message, and if you follow it, you will walk into divine favor, unexpected provision, and supernatural protection. That's why you're here. That's why you shouldn't leave until the last word is said. Press 3 times, child of light. The enemy is afraid of this revelation if you receive it. That's why things will happen to pull you away. But listen to this truth. Michael's sword is already out of its sheath. And it will kill every arrow that was aimed at you. You're not supposed to be here. Jesus himself told you to pay attention to this warning. You will get the divine plan to walk through what is about to happen without getting hurt if you stay until the end to turn on your shield of protection. Type Amen 45:21. Don't look away yet, because I'm about to tell you the shocking details of what Archangel Michael told me about your life. Follow me as you stay with this divine message. Beloved, I want to remind you that what you are hearing is not a mistake or an extra word. This is a warning bell from heaven that was rung by Archangel Michael. And if you pay close attention, it could be the turn of events that makes your future safe. Don't skip. The light in every sentence makes you not want to leave. Every word tells you something, and the end will reveal a divine secret that may bring you blessings in ways you never thought possible. The Archangel Michael has talked about the coming days, and what he says is very important and strong. He says that something is already shaking, sorting, and revealing itself all at once. A lot of people will look at what's going on and only see confusion. Spiritually awake people, on the other hand, will see it as a test, a divine separation between what is meant to stand and what is meant to fall. You are being warned so that you don't get caught when things that were never meant to last fall apart. Jesus told this message to get to you right now because you only have a short time to get ready and the enemy is working hard to weaken and distract you before your breakthrough. Please take a moment to send this message to someone you care about. Don't keep it to yourself. Someone else needs to hear the same words of protection that are being spoken over your life right now. Write your name here. Say what you believe. Heaven should know that you are ready. You should sign up for more of these divine revelations right now if you haven't already. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel, your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. You never know when the next word will come, and that word might be the one that saves you. Archangel Michael told me that right now, battles that are not obvious are being fought for you. Even though you can't see what's going on in the spiritual world, the trouble sleeping, sudden defeat and losses or delays you've been having are all signs of the battle going on there. The enemy has made a line, but heaven has sent its most powerful warrior to burn that line away. Michael says that the traps that were set for you are being found. He wants you to be careful because the door of choice is coming soon. One smart choice will keep you safe, while one hasty choice could make you feel very bad. Don't let fear take over. Jesus didn't send this message to scare you. He sent it to make you stronger. The need for speed is real. Sure, but so is the promise of being saved. Take a look at this. When the Archangel Michael shows up in the Bible, it's to fight against evil and save God's people. That is his calling, who he is, and what he's here to do. You are the focus of that same goal today. Can you feel how heavy that is? The same angel that fought the Persian prince in Daniel. Being watch over your life right now is the same angel who fought the dragon in the book of Revelation. To get this angelic covering, type Amen 7864. Beloved, Jesus tells us to act quickly because the enemy works by delaying and distracting us. The longer you wait to obey, the less strong your position is. He tells you, open your heart within 15 minutes because what you do now is more important than what you did yesterday. You can't change the past, but you can choose how to move forward. This warning is very important because the chance you have right now is also very important. Chains will fall if you accept it. Doors might close if you don't pay attention. Something else is being shown by the Spirit. Some of you are about to happen to people who will test your faith, patience, and ability to think things through. Not every person who smiles is your friend. Not every chance comes from heaven. It's not always safe to walk through an open door. But here is the promise. Michael has already drawn his sword to cut away what is false, to show where lies are told, and to show the way that Jesus is lighting. During this time, you need to stay close to God's voice because He will whisper directions to you when you least expect them. I want you to share this word again. Write about your faith below. And let's make a circle of light around this message. You are telling heaven that you are awake, aware, and ready for the breakthrough that is written for you the more you do it. It's not fun to do this. This is lining up with fate. Some people in your family or circle of friends may be crying out for help behind closed doors. But when you share, you become the light they've been praying for. Now, pay close attention. The Archangel Michael has said that what is coming is quick and clear. Some people will see it as a loss, but awake people will see it as a haircut. Do not be sad about the things that God takes away from you because it makes room for something bigger. It might hurt to prune, but the fruit that grows after will be the tastiest thing you've ever tasted. The enemy wants to trick you into holding on to things you should let go of. Heaven's plan is to give you twice as much for everything you give up. Type 9 and 13 to finally let go of this in your life. God's child, stay strong. Get ready. We are just now starting to understand all that this divine revelation means. In the next section, I'll explain what Michael is talking about when he says there will be a shift, as well as how Jesus has marked you to survive and rise in the coming days. Music, don't move away. The most shocking truth is still to come. You have stayed, beloved. This shows that you want to know the truth and follow God's lead right now. Something spiritual is going on right now as you read these words. God in heaven is leaning in toward you. And Archangel Michael is keeping watch with his sword raised high. The sense of urgency you have in your heart is not fear. It is a sign from God that it is time to get ready. You are getting ready for something really amazing. You need to be fully awake though, because the next part won't look like what you think it will. Michael the Archangel has said that a big change is happening. You're going through a change not only in your personal life but also in the people and places around you. Everything is ready for a moment of unveiling your money, your health. A lot of people who have been hidden will be shown, and a lot of people who have seemed impossible to reach will be shown all at once. This change isn't a fluke. God's hand is moving and putting things in the right place, and you are right in the middle of it. Jesus is telling you to get your heart ready for this change, which is both your biggest test and your biggest blessing. In the coming days, the angel tells you things may change quickly, end abruptly, or even end without a reason. You may even lose something that doesn't make sense. It might feel like the ground is shaking under you. But pay close attention. This is the shaking that comes before the settling down. It's time to tear down the false foundations so that the real ones can be put down. The enemy wants you to be scared, but God wants you to understand. This season, your shield will be how you see things. It is possible to go through the shaking without fear or harm. If you can see what God is doing, Titan 7741 to get the shield of understanding. Child of light, Michael wants you to be careful with what you say right now. Be careful what you say. Do not say that you have lost when heaven says that you have won. Demons move on words of fear while angels move on words of faith. This season what you say will affect what you see. This is why the message is so important. Every choice statement and that you have right now plant seeds for the future that is about to happen. Your words need to be in line with heaven. If you want to know what will happen in heaven, Michael has also given you information about how to avoid being distracted. He says that the enemy's best weapon right now is not always destruction, but distraction. He can put off your fate if he can get your attention off of it. Watch out for sudden invitations, false chances, or relationships that seem appealing but have a heavy feeling about them. They're not sent to make you happy. They were sent to tie you up. Heaven will always let you know when it's safe to go. When there is doubt, take a moment. When there is trouble, take a step back. This is how you can tell the difference between a divine opening and a trap set by demons. At this point in time, Jesus wants you to get closer to him. Not a quick look, but a serious one. You shouldn't rely on what you think you know right now. He says, "If you will seek me, I will guide you. If you will ask me, I will answer." Now is the time to listen for his whisper even when it's quiet. It could happen in your dream. It might be an unexpected thought. It could be a word that jumps out of the Bible. But it will come and you should quickly follow through when it does. You will be safe in the days to come if you obey. Romans 6:38 to make sure you obey before God. Beloved, many of you reading this have felt a heavy feeling, anxiety that you can't explain, sudden mood swings, or a need to act quickly without a good reason. This means that your spirit knows about the change before your mind does. Do not disregard these signs. Instead, pray with them. Ask Michael and his armies of light to come around you. Come to Jesus and ask him to walk with you through all of your doubts. No one has left you or left you alone. You are being led, kept safe and ready. This revelation has more than one level. The good thing that was hidden in the bad news in the Bible, whenever God sent a message, it was not to hurt, but to save. Before the flood, he told Noah. In a dream, he told Joseph to bring Jesus to Egypt. Before Sodom was destroyed, he warned Lot. In every case, the warning was the way to get to safety and higher ground. You are getting this kind of warning today. This is not the sound of bad things happening. This is the trumpet of freedom. The more you stay, the more you obey, and the more you stay in the flow of this message, the better off you will be for what comes next. You are being called to a higher level of wisdom and authority. As Michael tells you these truths, there is no reason for you to be a victim. Heaven is fighting for you because you are a child of the Most High. Paths are being cleared. Angels are being sent out and enemies are being shown. All of this is going on right now as you read these words. It's possible that you can't see it yet, but soon you will. Stay with me, beloved, because I'm about to tell you the exact plans Michael gave me to keep you safe, favored, and blessed. As this change takes place, a shocking truth is about to be revealed. Don't move away. Heaven has a big surprise in store for you, and it's coming up quickly. Dear child of God, we have reached a point in this message from God where the messages from Archangel Michael are even more clear and direct. You've been warned. You've already been ready. Now, you are about to get advice from heaven itself. Please don't let anything else take away from this moment. Please stay with me until the end because what I'm about to tell you could save you in the days to come. There's no chance in this right now. Jesus himself told you to let your heart be open. Michael has been sent to bring both a message of warning and a message of hope. Michael says that a lot of you are living through a time of secret war. This war might not look like an open battle, but it's happening all around you in the form of delays, relationship problems, sudden roadblocks, and even the battles going on in your head. These struggles aren't like other ones. These traps were carefully made to keep you from stepping into the fullness of your destiny. But Michael reminds you that the bigger the battle, the bigger the breakthrough that's just around the corner. You were picked for this moment, and heaven is betting on your ability to stay alive and do well. I want to take a moment to urge you on. Don't keep this word to yourself if it speaks to you. Send this message to someone else who may be going through spiritual battles. Leave comments with your agreements so that God knows you are ready. And make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss the next revelation. They're not just interested in the numbers. There is a statement of faith in it. Something you do that lets heaven know you are awake and ready to receive more. You bring light into someone else's darkness every time you share. Archangel Michael has shown you ways to stay safe during this shaking season. The first is being alert. Be careful and don't let the enemy sneak up on you. Many people fall not because they are weak, but because they are distracted. The enemy is sneaky, and he tells lies that look harmless at first, but are deadly if believed. You must train your spirit to tell the difference between peace and confusion. Anything that takes away your peace is not from God, and anything that makes you feel heavy for no reason is not from heaven. When you feel these signs, you should stop and ask Michael to protect you, to turn on this covering of vigilance. Typerman 452. The second key is the strength of your words. Michael tells us that the tongue can cut. What you say has power in the realm of the unseen. Words of faith are heard by angels, while words of fear are heard by the enemy. Giving up means letting the enemy do something. Declaring victory lets angels do what they need to do to help you. Why does the enemy attack your speech with complaining, murmuring, and being negative? But Jesus is telling you now, watch what you say because it shapes your tomorrow. Speak faith, speak blessings, speak protection. The atmosphere around you is listening and it will do what you say. Michael also tells you, you must not isolate yourself this season. The enemy hunts in isolation. He waits for times when you pull away. When you feel like no one will listen to you. When your shame stops you from asking for help. However, heaven is telling you you're not supposed to walk by yourself. Spend time with people who carry light. Get involved with faith-based groups. That's why I want you to like, share, comment, and stay in touch. Again, these simple acts of agreement form a shield of unity around you that the enemy can't easily break through. Beloved, there will also be a change in the economy, and Michael warns that it will bring to light fake securities. A lot of people have put their faith in sources that aren't stable, and the shaking will make those foundations fall apart. There will be more and better things for those who listen and follow through with this change. Do not be scared when you don't know what will happen. You are already taken care of by heaven in this season. If you lose something short-term, something long-term will come back to you. Now is not the time to hold on to things that are going away. Trust the God who never lets you down now. Type Eman 8746 to make sure you have food this season. Michael also talks about people he knows. He says that some of you are holding on to relationships that are making you feel bad. On the outside, these ties may look good, but they are taking away your strength, peace, and joy. These links are used by the enemy to keep you down and unable to get up. Now is the time to let go of things that are not in line with your destiny, says Jesus. Let go of what is stopping you, even if it hurts, because what God has planned for you is much better than what you are afraid to lose. Those who are called, do not take these words lightly. You were picked to receive them because that's what your destiny calls for. Michael is not sent to everyone at the same time. The fact that he is in your life right now shows that you are meant to be protected, raised, and given a breakthrough. There is only one thing more important than this warning, the blessing that comes next. But you need to stay alert, do what you're told, and hold on to your faith. In the next part, I'll tell you the shocking reason why your enemy is fighting you so hard right now. The secret about your future that darkness wants you to never find out. Don't move away. What's going to happen next might explain everything. The way you fight will never be the same after you understand this. Stay with me because I'm about to tell you the truth. Dear ones, we are now getting to the heart of this message. I need to be honest with you. Your battles have been so tough because of something you keep to yourself. The enemy is not just attacking you for who you are now, but also for who you are going to become. According to Archangel Michael, the darkness is shaking because it has seen hints of your future. You don't just get storms when you need them. Those are targeted attacks meant to keep you from rising to your divine duty. If you knew how heavy the glory was on your life, you'd understand why the war has been going on for so long. Michael says, the enemy fears you because of the breakthrough you are about to bring into not only your own life, but the lives of others. You are not just fighting for yourself. You are fighting for generations. The blessing that is about to manifest through you will ripple outward, touching lives you may never even meet. That is why the opposition has been heavy. That is why doors seem to open and then suddenly close. That is why you have walked through cycles of delay. But hear this truth. Every attempt of the enemy is only exposing the greatness of what heaven has placed inside of you. The angel warns that one of the greatest tactics of the enemy in this season is discouragement. He wants you to give up before the finish line to convince you that you are forgotten, abandoned, or unworthy. But Jesus has commanded that you hear this word today to remind you that you are none of those things. You are chosen, you are guarded, and you are destined for victory. The very fact that Michael has been dispatched to you now is proof that heaven has not forgotten you. On the contrary, heaven is fighting for you more fiercely than ever before. Type Amen 5279 to declare that you are chosen and remembered. Jesus is calling you not to shrink back in fear but to rise in faith. The trials you are facing now are not punishments. They are preparations. They are shaping you, refining you, and equipping you for the very destiny that awaits you. Every tear you have shed, every disappointment you have endured, every door that has closed, all of it is being woven into a greater story. A story where your faith becomes unshakable. Your courage becomes undeniable and your testimony becomes unstoppable. Beloved, take courage. Do not despise the process you are in. For it is producing in you a strength that cannot be shaken. The enemy thought he could break you. But all he has done is strengthen the foundation of your faith. You are not being buried. You are being planted. And soon the fruit of your endurance will be seen by all. Michael also reminds you that heaven has already marked your name. Your destiny is written. Your victory is secured and your future is sealed by the blood of Jesus. The enemy cannot erase what God has ordained. He can only try to delay it. But even those delays are being overturned right now. Do not give up, for the hour of fulfillment is closer than you think. Beloved, stay with me. In the next part, I will reveal how Archangel Michael has been assigned specific tasks concerning your protection, your family, and your destiny. These tasks are happening even now as you read. And once you understand them, you will see how powerfully you are being guarded from the unseen dangers around you. Do not skip. Do not turn away. The revelation that is coming will strengthen your faith like never before. Beloved child of God, as we continue, the revelations from Archangel Michael are growing deeper, sharper, and more personal. Michael has been assigned not just to deliver a warning, but to carry out specific tasks in your life. These assignments are active right now. They are not distant promises. They are happening even as you are reading these words. That is why you must not skip or turn away, because understanding what Michael is doing will allow you to cooperate with heaven and unlock blessings that might otherwise pass you by. Michael's first task concerning you is unseen protection. He has made it clear that not every danger is visible. Some of the most dangerous battles are fought in the unseen realm. In the thoughts that enter your mind, in the sudden conflicts that appear out of nowhere, in the accidents that nearly happen but somehow do not. You may not realize it, but you have already been spared from situations designed to harm you. That near miss was not coincidence. That sudden change of plans that kept you away from trouble was not random. It was Michael and his army of angels shielding you from what you could not see. Typerman 6:634. If you receive the shield of unseen protection, the second task Michael has revealed is defending your family line. He says, many of the battles you are facing did not start with you. They are generational. They were passed down through cycles of failure, fear, poverty, sickness, or brokenness. But Jesus has commanded Michael to step into your bloodline as a warrior to break what has chained those before you and to release you into a new inheritance. You may have noticed how certain patterns keep repeating. But this time they will not win. This time the chain is breaking because you have chosen to stand in the light. What defeated those before you will not defeat you. The third task Michael is executing is exposing false friends and hidden enemies. He says the enemy often plants wolves in the clothing of friends, but heaven has decided that enough is enough. Michael is unsheathing his sword to cut away these false coverings. You may soon see people's true colors. Some who have smiled in your face will reveal their hidden motives. It may shock you. It may hurt. But remember, this exposure is not punishment. It is protection. God is showing you who is for you and who is against you so that you will not waste your strength in the wrong places. The fourth task is positioning you for elevation. Michael is not just defending you. He is also guiding you into places where favor will find you. He says that doors of opportunity are being prepared even now. But these doors will not open until the right time and until you are ready to walk through them with wisdom. That is why the process feels long. That is why the tests keep coming. Heaven is not withholding your blessing. Heaven is preparing you so that when the blessing comes, you will not lose it. Type Amen 5298 to align yourself with this preparation. Beloved, I must tell you, Michael is also guarding your destiny in a way that few can understand. He is not just fighting for your today. He is fighting for your tomorrow. He is ensuring that the assignment written over your life is not stolen by distraction, fear, or compromise. The enemy's goal has always been to derail you before you realize who you are. But now, through this message, heaven is lifting the veil. You are seeing the truth. You are awakening to your identity. And with this awareness comes power. Jesus has commanded that you understand this. You are not fighting alone. You are surrounded. The unseen battles are being fought on your behalf and victories are being won before you even step onto the field. That sudden peace you felt after prayer, that breakthrough that came after long delays, that door that unexpectedly opened, all of these were signs of angelic activity in your favor. Do not dismiss them. Do not call them coincidence. They are evidence that Michael is working in your life. There is another truth Michael has revealed. In the days ahead, you may see sudden changes in people, situations, or circumstances around you. Some of these changes will not make sense at first. But know this, every change is part of the rearrangement of heaven. Michael is repositioning pieces of your life like a master strategist. What looks like loss may actually be protection. What looks like delay may actually be alignment. What looks like the end may actually be the beginning. Trust the hand of God even when you cannot trace it. Beloved, this is why the enemy wants you to quit. He knows that if you keep standing, you will see everything Michael is doing manifest in front of your eyes. He knows that if you keep pressing forward, you will step into the inheritance that is written for you. That is why distractions, doubts, and discouragements come. But let this revelation sink deep. If the battle is this hard, it is because the blessing is this great. Michael's tasks are not temporary. They are ongoing. He has been assigned to you until this season of shaking is complete. Until your feet are firmly planted on the ground of destiny, until your family is secured, until your future is safe, and until your blessing is released. This is why you cannot afford to walk away from this message. The revelation of His work is the key to your awareness, and your awareness is the key to your cooperation with heaven. Beloved, the next part will uncover the shocking truth about how the enemy has been targeting your mind and why Michael is saying that the battlefield of your thoughts is the most critical ground to defend right now. If you have ever felt tormented, restless, or attacked in your thinking, what you will hear next could be the very key that sets you free. Do not skip what is coming. The greatest unveiling is yet to be revealed. Beloved, we now come to one of the most urgent revelations Archangel Michael has given concerning your life. He says plainly, the greatest battlefield right now is not around you, but inside you. It's the enemy camp in your mind. The enemy can win anywhere else if he can do it there. But if you understand how to guard your thoughts, you will become untouchable. Michael is sounding the alarm so that you can fortify the very place where the enemy is trying to gain ground. He has revealed that the enemy's current strategy is subtle infiltration. Instead of obvious attacks, he plants seeds, small thoughts of fear, doubt, rejection, self-condemnation, or hopelessness. These seeds, if not confronted, grow into strongholds that influence your decisions and distort your vision. You may think these are your own thoughts, but they are not. They are whispers sent to weaken your resolve. Michael calls these arrows of the mind, and they are more dangerous than physical threats because they can turn you against yourself. Type Roman 48:21 to break these arrows off your mind. Jesus is commanding you in this season to take every thought captive. This means you must examine what enters your mind, test it against the truth of God's Word, and refuse anything that does not align with heaven. You are not powerless against these whispers. You have authority to reject them. When you feel unworthy, remind yourself, I am chosen. When you feel afraid, declare, I am protected. When you feel hopeless, speak, my future is secure. These are not empty affirmations. They are weapons of war. Every declaration you make in faith sends angels into action. Michael also warns that the enemy will try to use your past as a weapon. He will replay mistakes, failures, and regrets to convince you that you are disqualified from the future God has promised. But Jesus has already silenced those accusations with his blood. Heaven is not looking at your past to decide your future. Heaven is looking at your faith right now. Michael says that the moment you resist the lies, the power of those lies is broken. They only live as long as you believe them. Beloved, you must also guard what you consume. Michael reveals that images, words, and environments are gatekeepers to the mind. If you constantly feed on fear, negativity, or darkness, you open the door for the enemy to build strongholds. But if you fill your mind with light, scripture, worship, and truth, you create a fortress angels can dwell in. What you allow into your mind creates the atmosphere your spirit will live in. This is why the warning is urgent. The greatest battles of the future will be won or lost in the space of your thoughts. Tipman 9:357 to declare that your mind is a fortress of light. Michael is also bringing reassurance. He says that even if the battle in your mind feels overwhelming, you are not alone. Angels are assigned to strengthen you just as they strengthened Jesus in the wilderness. They are strengthening you now. When you feel sudden peace after turmoil, that is not random. When clarity breaks through confusion, that is not coincidence. It is the presence of Michael and his hosts driving out the fog of deception and restoring your vision. Another powerful revelation Michael gives is about imagination. The enemy fears your imagination because it is the blueprint for your future. He tries to pollute it with images of failure, disaster, and fear. So you will unconsciously build what he shows you. But heaven wants you to reclaim your imagination. Begin to picture victory, healing, restoration, and abundance. See yourself stepping into the promise. Visualize angels surrounding you, your family safe, your destiny unfolding. This is not fantasy. It is alignment. Your mind must first receive what heaven is sending before your hands can hold it. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the Clears Throat pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Beloved, Michael also says that peace comes from the mind. You can protect your sleep if you can protect your mind. A lot of you have had nightmares, trouble sleeping, or bad moods. This is because the enemy knows that a mind that is tired is easy to attack. But tonight, as you think about these words, Michael will watch over your dreams. He will take away the arrows of fear and put visions of light in their place. You will feel refreshed, renewed, and reborn when you wake up. You have to pay attention in this battle of the minds. Michael tells them that one of the enemy's best weapons is to steal your attention. Too many voices, too much scrolling, and always being busy. There are so many of these that it's hard to hear God's still small voice. Christ, however, wants you to be still again. Allow for quiet. Allow people to pray. Michael can whisper plans to you that you would never hear in the noise. When you are still with God, the answers you've been looking for are there for you. Take heart, beloved. There is no way you are crazy. People are after you because your mind is the way to the next level. The fact that this battle is so intense shows that you are almost there. Michael says that the enemy will no longer be able to control your life once you win this brain war. It will change how you think, what you see, and how you act. And your whole life will change when you change your mind. Follow me. Michael will talk about how heaven is getting ready to open in the next part. Open doors for you. There are doors that no one can close. For years, the enemy has tried to block doors. These doors aren't like other doors. They are fate's gates and they're about to open. Don't miss the next thing. The revelation will explain why everything you've been through has led you to this point. Dear child of God, we are now entering one of the most powerful messages from Archangel Michael. He says that heaven is getting ready to open doors for you right now. There are doors that no one can close. The enemy has tried to hide, block or delay doors. Doors that take you straight to your fate. These doors aren't like other doors. There is a breakthrough, growth, and divine alignment at these gates. No amount of darkness can shut them back up after they're open. Some of these doors have been locked for years. As Michael showed, chances that should have been yours were taken away from you. You hurt relationships that could have been good for you. Your resources were taken by someone else. But now, because Jesus told them to, these gates are being fixed up again. The enemy thought he had closed them off for good. But heaven has keys that even demons can't stop. Michael has those keys in his hand and is standing there ready to let you in, to take control of your life with these divine keys. Type on 6742. Michael also tells you that these doors might not look the way you think they will when they open. Some will come in the form of small starts or chances that seem too humble or normal to be important. Do not look down on them. Some things that seem small in the real world may be big in the spirit world. Heaven often hides greatness in everyday things so that only people with faith can see them. It seems like other doors will just appear out of nowhere with no warning. These are divine interruptions, times when life stops going as usual to bring about something amazing. Michael is saying, be ready. Do not hesitate when the door opens. Step through with boldness. Fear is the enemy's last weapon at the threshold. He knows he cannot close the door. So, he tries to paralyze you so you will not walk through it. But Jesus is commanding you now to rise in courage. Take the step even if you feel unprepared. Heaven will equip you as you move. Another revelation Michael gives is that some doors will require the release of old keys. You cannot hold on to everything and still enter into what is new. This may mean letting go of old habits, old relationships, or even old ways of thinking. The keys that worked in the last season may not unlock the gates of this season. Trust that God is not asking you to release without reason. Every surrender is an exchange. And what He gives in return will be greater than what you laid down. Beloved, these doors are not just for you. They are for your family, your legacy, and generations to come. Michael has said that when you walk through, the blessing will flow outward, touching those connected to you. Some of your loved ones may find freedom because of your obedience. Some may discover healing, provision, or direction because you chose to walk through what God opened for you. The enemy fears this generational impact. That is why he has fought you so fiercely at the threshold. But this time you will not be stopped. Type 7385 to declare that you will not miss your open doors. Michael also warns that not every door is divine. Some doors are decoys placed by the enemy to lure you away from the true path. These may look attractive, promising quick gain or easy success, but they carry a hidden cost. How do you tell the difference? Michael says the true doors of heaven are always accompanied by peace, clarity, and alignment with God's Word. There is confusion, restlessness, and compromise because of the false doors. Take a moment to listen before you step. Enter only if your spirit is calm. Heaven will never lead you to do something that will force you to give up your faith. Jesus wants you to remember that He is the door. You should get closer to Him with every chance you get, not farther away. If it makes you feel closer to Him, it is divine. A snare is something that pulls you away, no matter how good it looks. Keep this in mind as the gates open. Your ability to think things through will protect you, and Michael's presence will reassure you. Don't waste the time you've spent waiting, beloved. Every delay helped you get ready for the doors that are about to open. You might not have been ready if they had opened earlier. You are now ready to walk into them after all the trials that have made you stronger and stretched your faith. That's why you need to stay alert and true. You are closer to the gates than you think. As soon as they open, your life will never be the same again. Michael says that getting faster will happen as soon as you walk through these doors. Things that used to take years will now be done in months. What seemed impossible will become normal all of a sudden. Your life will move at a different speed since you won't be able to walk on your own. You'll be carried by divine force. You will be pushed forward by heaven to reach places you couldn't get to on your own. It starts as soon as you cross the threshold because this is the season of divine speed. Dear ones, I urge you to get your heart ready right now. Do not wait for the door to appear. Make your faith stronger. Watch what you say and keep your mind clear. You will not have time to think when the time comes. You must already be in line. Get ready already. Prepare to move already. So, this message needs to be sent right away. Jesus wants you to open your spirit before the 15 minutes are up because you don't have much time left. In the next part, Michael will tell you how the enemy has been keeping an eye on your progress and setting traps. Right at the door to your destiny without fear. You will be able to move forward once you understand this strategy. You will be able to avoid every trap and claim every blessing. The next revelation will show you what the enemy is planning and how heaven has already given you the upper hand. To my beloved, you have been with me through many levels of revelation. Archangel Michael is now telling you one of the most important secrets about your journey. He tells you that the enemy has been keeping a closer eye on you than you think. It's not because you're weak, but because you could hurt his kingdom. The enemy watches the steps of people with great destiny, keeps track of their growth, and sets traps right where breakthrough is about to happen. This is why you've run into strange resistance as you tried to make progress. It's not a mistake. It is a strategy with clear goals. Michael says that these traps often show up right before fate strikes. The enemy sets up problems, temptations, or distractions to pull you away just as a door is about to open. Have you ever noticed that fights start up out of nowhere when you are about to make progress? Or how unexpected costs show up just when you're ready to move forward? Or how defeat sneaks up on you just as chances are about to come up? These are not picks. There are traps set at the gates like these. The good news is that Michael has already been told to find them and take them down. Type 5614 to say that every trap has been taken out of your way. Michael says that the spirit of the enemy that watches over them goes through cycles. He looks for patterns in the way you act, like weaknesses you tend to fall into or fears you haven't gotten over yet. Then when things are most important, he uses those patterns to keep you stuck. If you always give up when things get tough, he will step it up just when you need to keep going. If you always feel afraid when chances come up, he will make you feel even more afraid right before you take a chance. But Michael is making a noise. You can break the cycle now that you know what beat you the first time won't beat you again. Right now, Jesus is telling you to stay awake. Being aware is your shield. The enemy likes keeping things secret, but as soon as you find out what he's planning, it loses its power. Michael is lifting the veil to show you the traps, snares, cycles, and pattern. This is not meant to scare you, but to give you strength. You are no longer walking without seeing. You can see things in heaven as you walk, and that sense of direction will keep you safe. In addition, Michael has said that the enemy often leaves fakes at the door. These are people, chances, or deals that seem good, but are really trying to steer you away from your true path. They show up right before the real blessing as a last-ditch effort to stop you. That's why discernment is so important. Stop if something doesn't feel right, even if it looks fine. Heaven will never send you a blessing that makes you give up your faith or your peace. There are always strings attached to the fake. Freedom is a real blessing. Type on 8943 to say that fakes will be found in your life. Beloved, Michael also says that distractions are a big trap. The enemy can't stop the door from opening, but he can hide it from you. Noise, busyness, and fights that aren't necessary can take your attention away from what heaven is trying to show you. This is why Michael wants you to be careful with your time and attention. To say yes to destiny, you have to learn to say no to things that call you away, even if they are good. You waste time on things that don't matter by taking time away from things that do matter. Fear at the threshold is also warned about here. The enemy knows that hesitation is a way for many people to hurt themselves. When the blessing comes, they don't move forward because they aren't sure what to do. What if I fail? What if I'm not prepared? What if I'm not meant to have this? You are not getting these questions from heaven. They are fiery darts that are meant to knock you out. Michael tells you that your weapon here is courage. Do not wait for fear to go away. Still, take a step forward. Being brave doesn't mean not being afraid. It's the choice to keep going even though fear is whispering. Michael also says that old chains that have been hidden can be used as traps. It always seems like old habits, connections, or weaknesses show up just when you are about to go higher. They are brought back by the enemy to see how free you really are. Don't fall for it. What you got through before can come back, but it can't hurt you unless you let it. See it for what it really is. One last attempt to stop you. Pick a different option this time. Step forward this time, beloved. Christ wants you to know something very important. Heaven already knows all of the enemy's tricks. It has already been seen by Michael, who has been told how to take it apart. Stay alert. Do what you're told quickly and trust the direction you're getting. It is impossible to fall if you listen to the Spirit. Every trap will not work. All of the traps will fall. Every cycle is going to end. The fact that Michael is with you shows that you are too important to get lost. Heaven wouldn't send its strongest warrior to protect you unless your life was very important. The enemy knows about it. You now know what heaven knows. What you know changes everything. People won't go after you because you're weak. You are a target because you were picked. And people who are picked are never left behind. Please stay with me, beloved. The last secret will be revealed in the next section. It will connect all of Michael's messages, every warning, every blessing, and every secret. It will explain why Jesus told you to hear this in the next 15 minutes, and how your decision to stay has put you in line for a blessing that will never come again. Don't miss the next part. The ending has the power to make sure you win for good. You have stayed until the end, beloved. And now the last secret is being made public. The Archangel Michael has warned us, given us advice, and made us promises one by one. But here is the real truth. Everything you've heard has been getting you ready for one big reveal. That God has picked you to be at the center of His plan for this season. The time crunch, the alarms, and the 15-minute call were all ways that heaven tried to wake you up so that you wouldn't miss the moment of destiny that is happening right now. Jesus told us to send this message because He knew that the storms were getting worse and didn't want you to be blindsided by them. Michael's presence shows that God loves us and has a plan for us. Every battle you've been through, every tear you've shed, and every delay you've had has been leading up to this moment of awakening. You're not supposed to be here. The person who made heaven and earth wanted you to be here. Michael says that there will be a change from today on. The enemy's traps have been broken. The ties of the past are broken. The doors to your future are about to open. You will now see release where you once saw resistance. You will feel surrounded now where you used to feel alone. You will now carry faith where you used to carry fear. These things happen when you obey. It's a good thing to stay until the end to get this final seal on your life. Type Men 3157. Beloved, pay close attention. The book of victory has your name in it. The enemy can't get rid of it. It can't be washed away by storms. It can't be taken away by your doubts. It was signed by Jesus Himself in His own blood. Because of this, Michael has been sent to make sure that what heaven has written for you comes true. There is no doubt in your future. That's right. Your future is not in danger. It is made stronger. Your blessing won't be late. It is taking place now. Michael also wants you to remember that this revelation is for more than just today. It's for the days to come. Remember this moment every time you feel scared. This word should be kept in mind whenever you feel down. When you face a closed door, remember that heaven has keys that no one can refuse. This revelation will help you find your way in the future. Hold it close to you like a shield, a sword, or a lamp. Type 9Zoo24 to say that you are walking forward with the cover of heaven on you. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, give and heaven will open over you. On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Dear ones, the warning and the promise have both been made. Your life is about to change. It will hurt you, but it won't kill you. It won't beat you. You won't break. It will make you stronger, change you, and set you up for the greatness that is written in your destiny. Jesus told you to listen to this message because he wants you to follow his will more closely. You have set yourself up for victory now that you have stayed. Do not give up. Be brave as you walk. You won't write the next part of your life out of fear, but out of faith. Your path is being watched over by the Archangel Michael. And the light of heaven is shining on you. You'll be okay. You were picked and you are blessed. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.